I have a
MiG-21.
I have a
Another MiG-21.
是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市。
Wait, is that a real picture?
That's
Jeez, is that true?
You know,
What is that actually happened?
of course it.
I click on you. Click! That's not gonna track. That's not gonna track. There's no way that's gonna hit. No, he flared. Yeah, this guy knows I'm here. He knows I'm here. Well, who cares? You're gonna have to pick Python. What you gonna do? Flare it? What you gonna do? No, you're not. Enemies. I click on you. I click on you. Please don't flare. They did not flare. What is this Virgin AIM-9L? Let's say,
What the fuck did you just fucking say about the missile, you little bitch?
how to play J-8F. Step 1.
Enemy spotted.
Step 2.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Step 3. That is really pushing it. He's above me and far away. Nah. Got him? What's this guy looking at? Probably not me. That's nasty. That's a nasty shot. Oh, I'm gonna need a shower after that. What am I talking about? War Thunder players don't shower. Hey everyone, here, H5. This is the J-8F. Essentially, China took two MiG-21s, they cooked for a little while, and then somehow ended up with a jet that has a higher thrust-to-weight ratio than the MiG-21Bs, as well as a more favorable wing loading. And this sounds like a pretty goated plane on paper. And it would be in practice if it weren't for the fact that this jet sits at a battle rating of 11.7. At TLDR, the J-8F has pretty decent flight performance, just not compared to other jets at or above its battle rating. But that begs the question, why does the J-8F sit at 11.7 in the first place? Well, that's because it carries PL-8s, which are essentially just a renamed and slightly reskinned Python 3. I assume that most people watching this video are already familiar with this missile by now, but in case you are not, the PL-8 is essentially a 40G all-aspect missile with a max range of yes and a top speed of Lamau. In other words, the Python 3 / the PL-8 is the best IR missile in War Thunder. For now. But, of course, the J-8F isn't the only aircraft that gets access to these absolutely cracked missiles. In fact, if you look at the F-16A nets in the Israeli tech tree, well, that is essentially a better jet than the J-8F in every single way, except for one thing. The J-8F, unlike any other aircraft that carries Pythons, has access to an HMD, which allows you to point the missile seeker directly towards where your mouse is pointing. In other words, you can lock onto enemies without actually having to point the nose of your aircraft directly towards them. Does that sound like a big deal? Maybe not, depending on who you ask, but in my experience, it completely defines how you play the J-8F. Again, unlike other aircraft at its battle rating, the J-8F can't really rely on its flight performance to bail you out in most situations, so instead you have to rely on your missiles to get most of your air kills. But here's the thing. Sure, the Pythons / PL-8s might be extremely good missiles, but at the end of the day, they're still IR missiles and they can still very easily get flared away by the enemy's countermeasures. And this is where the HMD comes in, because what the helmet-mounted display allows you to do is trick people into thinking that you're not a threat. By pointing your nose away from the enemy whilst going head-on with them, you can make it seem as if you're not gonna launch a missile at them. When in reality, all you need to do is swing your mouse over like this, and the enemy will have no idea what's hit them. Honestly, this strat shouldn't be as effective as it is. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this is the most competitive thing to do in top tier ARB, but it's surprisingly a lot more viable than I thought it would be. So, TLDR, J-8F, bad plane, bad airframe, at least for its battle rating, but it does get some very good missiles, and most importantly, using those missiles paired with the HMD is pretty entertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, join my Discord, and, well, I hope you enjoy the new outro. I killed Jube in War Thunder. I killed Jube, guys. Look at me. I'm so good. I'm good at the game, bro. Bro, I killed Jube. Dude, I killed Jube in War Thunder. I got him, guys. Look at me. I'm good. I killed Jube. I'm very good. I'm a good player. Look at me. I killed Jube. I killed Jube in War Thunder. That was definitely Jube. I got him. I killed Jube. Look at me. I killed Jube, guys. I killed Jube. I got